FM, your campus radio. With knowledge, truth, and something new. IIUM, the sound of unity. In every heart, a shared melody. Reaching minds with every beat. Voices strong where worlds meet. From wisdom old to stories untold, we bring the light, the young and bold. Through every way, we rise and shine. IIUM FM, your voice, your time. IIUM FM, the sound of unity. In every heart, a shared melody. Reaching minds with every beat. Voices strong where worlds meet. IIUM FM, your campus radio. Here with you wherever you go.
In today's fast-moving digital world, finding a space to learn, create, and be heard is more important than ever. Campus Radio provides that space. It is a training ground for future professionals, a living lab where students can real and hands-on experience. It brings the campus community together through collaboration, shared stories, and open discussion. It is also a platform for creative and independent voice where talents grow and ideas come to life. With no barriers, students can explore, experiment, and express themselves freely. Support your campus radio where voices are shaped for the future. This message brought to you from IIUM, your campus radio.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Allahumma barik lahum fima razaqtahum waghfir lahum warhamhum. Ya
Welcome back to IIUM FM, your campus radio. Assalamualaikum and hi everyone to all the listeners of IIUM FM. Welcome back to this session with me, Janani. And actually, we have a very interesting guest with us in IIUM FM studio. So we have with us Justin Go. Are you okay? Are you doing well, Justin?
Yes, hi, hello,
everyone.
hello.
Yes.
Yo.
So actually, Justin, you are actually the growth marketing strategy at Lumi News Malaysia.
Yes, I
Am I
am.
right?
Yeah.
Okay. So why not, before we go into deeper about our session for today, it's going to be about talking on future frontlines journalism and audiences in the AI era. So I think it's very relevant to these days, right? When we're talking about students and the generation now, AI is going broad in this industry. So why not you yourself, Justin, before we go into deeper about discussion, maybe you can share a bit of your background to all our listeners in IIUM FM.
Okay. Thank you for the introduction. So a little bit more about myself is I'm a growth marketing strategist at Lumi News. So what is Lumi News, right? We are actually a news aggregator company.
Okay.
So we have an app
I see.
that we scrape over or we aggregate over 100 local and international publishers. For readers, for people to read in Malaysia. So we like, I think one of our core essence in LumiNews is that we want to make news reading delightful. And yes, and regarding, let's say, journalism and the media, I actually did not graduate from.
Really?
Yeah,
That's
I did
not
not
your
graduate.
background
That's not my
actually?
background. Yes,
Alright.
I'm actually a business major, marketing,
Okay.
and I went to basically very corporate background.
I see.
And then just one day I decided, no, let's
Switched up the
switch.
place. Okay.
Yes, media.
So actually, Justin, when we can see, like, nowadays students are really familiar with journalism from the editorial side, but your role yourself at Lumi News really focusing on growth and audience strategy, right?
Yes.
So maybe you can share this with our listeners, especially what is a typical day looks like growth marketing strategies
What
at
is it?
Lumi News?
Yeah.
Yes.
What is it? Okay. Being me in LumiNews.
Yes,
so,
exactly.
Well, I think it's firstly I think it's very fun.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a privilege I think to say that, especially for a full-time job that I have
see,
in
alright.
LumiNews, because
Mhm.
usually people have the 9 to 5, but
Okay.
for me I do enjoy my job
Okay.
really a lot. Like
Even though it's a full day work.
yes, I really
Mhm.
enjoy it because I
Mhm.
know that I'm doing something very meaningful,
Okay.
such as let's say make understanding the audiences in LumiNews and then
Okay.
getting new audiences
Okay.
and basically again I want to share the word out there that
Mhm.
LumiNews, we want to make news reading delightful out there.
Yes, exactly.
So I guess I do marketing. So I do
Mhm,
digital
mhm.
marketing, search engine marketing, basically like a lot of different things. Cause
Okay.
I'm like the main PIC for
Okay,
marketing.
okay,
But I
okay.
do have my content team out there to
Also
support
has
me.
support
Yeah,
you,
with
alright.
social media. So I do a lot of acquisition, user
Okay,
acquisition as
okay.
well, partnerships
Uh-huh.
and collaborations. There's a lot. Yeah.
So actually there's a lot behind this particular role itself, I can
Yeah,
say.
yeah.
So meaning that at LumiNews, you yourself, like what you have mentioned, you
Yeah.
really work closely with audience growth,
Yeah.
especially with your having your team as your support.
Yep.
And how can this kind of audience growth as well as digital engagement that you are doing in LumiNews, are there any way that people can consume this news have changed over these past years? Because like you've mentioned, LumiNews is a platform that publish all the news
Yep.
across all in Malaysia, so for easier for these younger people to be read on. So have you seen any difference from the past years till now?
Yeah, definitely. There's always change in every industry,
Okay.
especially when it comes to trends and the word AI,
Exactly, AI,
yeah.
yes.
And I guess the change for especially news reading has evolved a lot, especially when it comes to your consumption of social media.
Okay.
So a lot of short form content, people want it fast and things like
Yeah,
that.
that's really true.
Yeah, so what we do is that we have push notifications. We do
Oh,
copies.
okay.
Yeah, so a
Mhm.
lot of our users, they enjoy
Mhm.
reading the news and finding news that is relevant to them because of the push notifications that we push out to them
Okay.
on a daily basis.
I see.
Yeah.
So it make them always want to go to the particular app to get to know more.
Yes, exactly. So
Mm.
it can be, for instance, like, maybe a recent news, let's say the fuel subsidy, right? Suppose
Okay.
like there's I read that the fuel subsidy, the Budi 95 will be reduced to 150
Okay,
liters. And I was like, what? Is that even true? So obviously that picked up my interest and I clicked on it and then I read furthermore.
Yeah, because you want to know more what's
No
happening,
more.
right?
Yeah, and I
behind
found
it.
out that it's
Yeah.
actually not true. Yeah, so things like that sparks my interest or our audience interest.
I see.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
That I think that's a great intro that we have from Justin here talking as his POV on growth marketing strategy at Lumi News Malaysia, especially talking about how Lumi News work. So why not, Justin? We go for a short break for a moment because I think after this we want to go a much more deeper kind of a session because we want to get to know Lumi News more in terms of your point of view on this. So why not we go for a short break and we'll be right back after this. And you're listening to IIUM FM, your campus radio.
Okay.
Years, what an incredible journey! To all our listeners, thank you for being with us. This is IIUM FM celebrating 16 years of your campus radio.
Let's lead the way, lighten the future, share the wisdom to the spirit of Islam. Revelation and reason, we shall excel, we shall prevail. Merging faith and knowledge, we the Khalifa, we will fulfill the Amanah. Together, we make the world a better sound of voices bright and clear. Across the air, we're always near. IUMFM, your campus radio, with knowledge, truth, and something new. IUMFM, the sound of unity. In every heart, a shared melody, reaching minds with every beat. Voices strong where worlds meet. From wisdom old to stories untold, we bring the light, the young and bold. Through every way, we rise and shine. IUMFM, your voice, your time. IUMFM, the sound of unity. In every heart, a shared melody, reaching minds with every beat. Voices strong where worlds meet. IUMFM, your campus radio. Here with you wherever you go.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا.
Welcome back to IIMFM, your campus radio. Again, you are with me, Janani. Well, do I still have my guest here with me?
Yeah, hello, I'm back. I'm
Yes,
here.
Okay, Justin is with us in the house. So actually, just a little bit of a recap. Actually, Justin here is actually a growth marketing strategy from Lumi News Malaysia. And even right now, we are currently talking about the future frontlines, journalism and audiences in the AI era, isn't it, Justin?
Yeah.
Especially talking about the AI stuff we mentioned of how broad is it's been using in this generation.
Yeah.
AI can be seen everywhere, especially in the TikTok application, anywhere I can
Yep.
say. So I can say for this part, we want to go dive deeper into this conversation. We're talking about AI itself. So like before we move on to that, from your experience yourself, like just now we're talking about you as the growth marketing strategy at Lumi News Malaysia. So working with young talents or especially fresh graduates that we just done with your degree from your university, what actually are some common gaps that you can see or you notice between these students, especially learning in class,
Yeah.
and what the media industry actually wants? Because
Yeah.
students always get theories in the class,
Yeah.
then they have to apply it. So
Yeah.
how do you see this matter?
Well, to be honest, it depends on what you are studying. So I mentioned I'm from a business major,
Okay.
especially in marketing.
Exactly.
Honestly, I applied very little to none of
Okay.
theory
Okay.
in the real working world.
Mhm,
Yeah,
mhm.
maybe as simple as like let's say
Mhm.
the marketing funnels or the 4 Ps of
Mhm,
marketing. But yeah, I guess the gaps is that I understand that when students enter the workforce,
Mhm.
they are expected to behave in a certain way because they are maybe taught during their internship or maybe taught during in school.
Okay.
But in reality, I think what employers people want to see is the creativeness
Mhm.
and a lot of EQ.
I see.
And also I think lastly is the character. Yeah,
That's very important.
very
Mhm.
important. Yeah.
So I can say that whatever they are learning right now is actually are helping them to shape
Yes.
for them to become a much more like a more confident, I can say, obviously.
Yes.
But they are coming out of their comfort zone
Yeah.
because what they're learning here, especially, is not going to be everything they're going to apply in their
Yeah.
workforce.
Even I'm
right?
still learning, and especially
really?
my role as a growth marketing or
Okay.
strategist.
Uh-huh.
I'm always learning. Like whenever I do something,
Uh-huh.
I'm a guy who usually play it safe.
Okay.
I do things very safe, but I'm
Okay.
always very afraid to take risks. But I think working in Lumi, taking this role has
Mhm.
taught me a lot.
Exactly.
Doing things that LumiNews has never done before. Like last year, we did our first on-ground marketing.
Oh.
And imagine a news aggregator company or news platform
Okay.
suddenly open a booth at a ACG event.
Oh.
You know, like ACG event, like anime, cosplay
I
events.
see.
Yes.
That's really new, actually.
Yes. Yeah. So like how what on earth is a news platform
Yes,
doing
yes,
there,
yes,
right?
exactly.
So the reason being is that my role is to like look at audience
Okay.
and
Because the target audience
target
is
audience
there, actually.
target audience is there.
That's
We
true.
start to see because the news is usually associated with the older demographics, right?
Yeah.
And I saw that I think we need, and again, this is where the
Okay.
my theory from university applied,
Okay.
which is the marketing funnel. So I realized the top funnel needs to increase.
Okay.
Then I basically obviously did my analysis,
Okay
etc., and see that
obviously,
all right,
yes.
we have this kind of followers on our
Okay.
social media that are into anime and things like that.
Okay.
So we decided, you know what, let's try it out.
That's a great one,
Yeah.
actually,
Mm.
because like most of the younger generations are at these kinds of areas,
Yeah.
right? So yes, that's true, because some now people are thinking the mindset when you're getting older then you only want to read news, but
Yeah.
actually with these days, with all of the issues that are going around the globally,
Yeah.
I think we all should be aware, like any ages are we, especially when you are in university or even your school time. So having that kind of approach, going to ACG events, right?
Yeah.
Opening a booth is such a great outreach to
Yeah.
these kinds of audience.
Yeah, and I also want to emphasize on the fact that it was a team collective effort, and it also really depends on the environment that you are in. So like I say, like taking risks is not my kind of thing, right? But
Yeah.
now I've learned to
Mm.
do more of this, right? And I think it's also the environment, like the people that you work with. So not all places they will allow you to do
Yeah.
such risk taking move,
Exactly.
right? Because obviously sometimes there's like time and money involved. But I'm just want to emphasize that the people you work with is very important, lah.
Yeah.
Yes.
And actually, it kind of helps you to bring out you yourself out of your comfort zone.
Yeah.
It
Yeah,
actually
yeah,
really
yeah.
helps a lot.
Yeah.
So, like right now, right, with AI especially, changing how content is created, distributed, and discovering online itself. So, what do you think, like you yourself as a background in that role, what skills do you think are becoming more valuable to these students who want to enter the media, marketing, or digital communication industry in the future?
I guess maybe I can talk about, don't be too reliant on a tool. So I think this morning we had a forum, right?
Oh,
Beyond
yes.
beyond the prompt,
Yes.
which was shared by my senior content specialist, Iza, Laila from Rev Media, and then Shafizan from Asrawani,
Yes,
right?
yes,
Saying I
exactly.
think one of the key takeaway from that is that don't be reliant on AI. It's just a tool to help you out, and it's also a tool to basically give you more free time to be productive on other things. Yeah. So I guess use AI use it in a smart way. So I think Laila mentioned that if you have a calculator,
Okay.
given a calculator, but if you do not use a calculator, then what's the point, right?
Yeah.
Like let's say if you have a formula but you do not use a calculator, so what's the point? So it's the same way as AI as well. You have an AI tool, you can have the best AI tool, but if you don't know what to prompt,
Yes.
and it's kind of a bummer lah. Yeah. And also when you do prompt something, make sure you don't copy paste. Never ever Control C Control V or Command C Control Command V. Always take the first draft and then do a content, work around with the first draft with your own idea. Yeah, because working not just say media but overall in general, right? You see corporates that use AI. You can clearly tell that they use AI. You can just see a post, you see a written article or whatever, right? It's like it feels a bit. I mean, there's a lot of facts, a lot of strong, detailed stuff, but there's just missing some soul in it.
It's like some human touch in it.
Human touch in it. Yeah. So So it's like maybe I give you an example.
Okay.
A flight attendant.
All right.
Okay, very random. A flight attendant asks you like, you want chicken or beef? Why?
Okay.
Then you explain. Okay, you can create conversation with them. But if it's like an AI, it's like chicken, or do you want free range chicken that eats blah 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 blah, and all this kind of thing. A lot of information like no one asked in the first place.
Yeah, too many facts.
Too many
that-
facts,
That we
so
don't need it. Right?
Correct. So it's something like this.
Mm,
Yeah.
So I think like AI itself is actually it has a cons and pros actually when we're
Yeah.
talking about AI. And coming back to the news industry itself, if you don't utilize it, you'll be a waste because it's already a good platform for you to use it.
Yeah.
But like you've mentioned, have your own draft first, then you proceed with having it as like your we can put it AI as like your supporter, your backup helper.
Yeah.
It's not like the main thinker. You're the thinker,
Yeah.
but AI is actually just prompt to make it much more a better piece,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Usually gives you some ideas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's a great one because nowadays maybe I can say especially students, maybe it's a more easier just like go to AI and just prompt
Yeah.
like not even prompt, sometimes you just ask straight away like what do you want, right?
Yeah,
So in this industry I can say this generation is like that because it's much more easier for them.
Mm.
But the bad side way is that we couldn't learn more and we couldn't navigate our own ideas that we have, right?
Yeah, and also to add on, because I was in university back then, there was no AI.
Yes, exactly.
So thinking back about like how did I even survive back then? Writing an FYP, doing essays without AI at all. I mean, obviously we have Google back then. We
Okay.
can
That's like the basic thing.
basic thing, but thinking about it, yeah, those late nights really like just to get inspiration ideas was a bit different compared to now. So yeah.
But actually, it shows like if those people back days in university can do that, why can't these days students in university can do that? It's
Yeah.
just that maybe you just have to step up more, just create your own idea, but have this AI as your helper,
Yep.
right? Instead
Correct.
of making it as your main navigator.
Yeah, don't be too reliant on AI.
Yes, exactly.
Yes.
Okay, so like coming back to this, I have a question to ask you, Justin. So there are actually some students are still who are unsure about their career path, right? Especially they already know they want to do something in media, but they actually like don't know which, because media is so big. Media
Yes.
industry, you can be a lot of things. Like
Yes.
even just now in the forum session, there was a lot of perspective
Yes.
from a news anchor, from ones that are working in an industry and
Yeah.
also working in a corporate company such as the RAF Media Group.
Yeah.
So like how you yourself you think what are like one practical thing that these students can do starting from now, from today, that they can be a more industry ready person and they know what to do? Oh, it's a tough one, I think.
There's a lot of things you can do. I think if I were to pick one, right?
Yeah.
Don't stop learning.
Okay.
It sounds very cliche, like yeah, Justin, like yeah, sure, it's easy. It's so easy for you to say that. I think always stay curious.
Always stay
Ask
curious.
questions. Even though people say they're stupid questions, I don't think they're stupid questions.
I see.
Just ask away, because you never know what you may learn from it.
Yeah, true.
And especially when you're young, just do it. Don't care about the mistakes you're gonna make, because you learn from mistakes.
Yeah.
I'm a person who learns from mistakes better, and obviously don't repeat the same mistakes, because like bruh. But yeah, I think just stay curious, and from there on you will slowly learn to develop your growth set of skills, be
Exactly.
better, and I guess also have a good mentor.
A good mentor.
Yes,
Okay, so
yeah.
that you have someone always to rely on
Yes.
and ask for opinions.
Yes,
And
yes, yeah.
All right, thank you so much, Justin. Is there any last words that you like to tell to these students? Like just now, media industry ready,
Yeah.
right? I can say this is the very last one before we end
Yeah.
our session for today, especially with this final semester students that are about to step on their journey into this career world. And you yourself, even you come from a different background, but you're stepping
Yes.
into a different industry. So
Yep.
what do you want to say to these students out there? Yeah.
Okay. Honestly, you guys can do it. Like, don't be afraid. Don't overthink. I think overthinking is the killer of a lot of people's like let's say mood. Like it's like, oh, what am I gonna do in the future and things like that. Just have a clear goal. Don't set. Honestly, I don't believe in like 5 years goal, because like
I see.
anything can happen in 5 years.
Yeah.
I when I say that, okay, in 5 years time I want to be working in this same company. Look what happened right now. I'm in media and I enjoy it so much, and who would have thought I enjoyed it so much,
Yes.
I guess just again stay curious, when there's opportunity arise, right, let's say that obviously relating to your background, just do it and take up the challenge while you're still young. Yeah, because people want people will probably say that this guy is too young, it's okay lah, let him lah. So yeah, don't overthink lah. The market out there, people say is very bad and things, right? But I think with really, what I say is build your soft skills. Yeah, use AI tool wisely, and really just character lah. Have positive mindset. Easier said than done, I know, but it does help lah. Yeah, it does help. Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much, Justin Go, the growth marketing strategy from Lumi News Malaysia. That was a really great, I can say, a last ending words that you would like to tell these students. I really hope, especially to our listeners in IIUM really heard what everything Justin have said and shared with all of us. I can say it really brings an impact even to me as a final semester student. Like what you say, just go beyond and always don't be overthink and grab the opportunity that you have, right?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much, Justin, once again for being here and sharing with us on the future frontlines journalism and audiences in this AI era, especially.
You're welcome.
So, exactly. And also, is there any social medias that they can follow?
Yeah.
For Lumi News itself?
Yeah, so you can follow us on our social medias on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and even Xiaohongshu, which is Red Note. So LumiNews.my.
Okay, LumiNews.my. Okay, thank you very much, Justin, once again. So I think that kind of end our session for today. And also thank you to all our listeners at IIUM for tuning with us on this session. And don't forget to follow on our social media also at IIUM on our TikTok, Instagram, to get more further details that you can get, especially on the programs that we have at IIUM. So with that, thank you very much, Justin, once again.
Thank you.
So I'm Janani also. I think we can wrap it up. So thank you so much to all the listeners out there, and you're tuning to IIUM, your campus radio. Bye.
Wow. Professional. So
To all our listeners, thank you for being with us. This is IIUM celebrating 16 years of your campus radio.
Lighten the future, share the wisdom to the spirit of Islam. Revelation and reason, we shall excel, we shall prevail. Merging faith and knowledge, we the Khalifa, we will fulfill